Alright, what's going on, everybody? First of all, Happy New Year to everybody. Hope everybody had a great and safe holiday and New Year. I know with everything going on right now and all this madness in the world, it's kind of hard to enjoy the holidays recently, but I hope you guys did enjoy them, and I hope you guys had a safe holiday. Now, I wanted to make a quick video and show you guys my last couple purchases of 2021. So I did my 2021 gun collection video just about 2 months ago, and since that video I acquired, I would say, 5 more guns. So I figured, why not? You know, at that time I did my 2021 gun collection video. Like I said, it was 2 months ago. At that time, I had only just had my pistol permit for 10 months. And in those 10 months, I acquired 11 guns. And I showed them all in that video. Any of you who haven't watched the video, you guys can go back and watch it. But yeah, since then, I acquired 5 more. Out of those, I got rid of 1 or 2 and I replaced with others, and then I purchased a couple others. So right now, currently, I have 14 guns that I currently own and I have in my possession. Altogether, guns that I acquired throughout the year period was 18 guns. So from January 13th, 2021 till now, January in 2022, I had acquired 18 guns altogether. I got rid of 4 and I have 14. So I had a M&P 40 that I bought maybe a couple months after I had got my permit, and I got rid of that one a couple months after I got it. And that one was to buy my first rifle. I used the money from that to purchase my first rifle. In my last video, I had showed you my my G3C, sorry, excuse me. My G3C that I had actually swapped the shop for my P22. I had a P22 chambered in 22 LR. I took it to the shop, I traded it in, and I got a brand new G3C for it, which I love to trade. Don't regret it at all. Now, after that video, in that video I had which was my first gun purchase, a Smith & Wesson SW99, and it was the compact version, which is no longer in production. That gun, I had mentioned in the video, it was kind of snappy and stuff like that. It wasn't a gun that I really used that often. It just sat in the safe. I had more of an attachment to it because it was the first gun I bought. But at the same time, I like having guns that I actually use instead of just having them sit around. I don't like having guns to just sit and collect dust. I don't see a purpose in that. I like to use all my guns. But yeah, I tried selling that one to a couple people. They backed out, and then I took it to one shop. They offered me like $50 for it. I said no, crazy, kept it. Right after that shop, I ended up actually going to another shop, and it was the shop that I originally bought it from, and they actually offered me about $50 less than I originally bought it for, which I never thought I'd come close to. So, of course, I took it, and instead of actually taking the cash, I did an even swap, and I actually got this guy right here. So, this guy, I'll show you, is clear. Nothing in the chamber. So, I got the Ruger Security 9, and this is the compact with the pinky extension in the bottom. I did the white color fill as always. Those of you who've watched my other videos, you know I like to do color fill on mostly every gun that I get. But yeah, I did an even swap. I literally had to put no money whatsoever into it. So I swapped out a gun that I didn't use and sat in the safe for a gun that I actually carry now, and I take to the range and I actually use and I enjoy using. So definitely was worth the trade for me. So that was the first one I acquired after that video. Now, another gun that I had in that video was my M&P Shield, and on that one I had did the red and white color fill on it also. That one I took to the shop also because I love the gun. I love the looks of it. I love the feel of it in the hand and everything, but the fact that it only carried 7 rounds, and then they came out with the Shield Plus, which carried 10. So I didn't really see a purpose in getting rid of one and then having to add a couple $100 to basically get the same exact gun, but just hold an extra 3 rounds. So I already had the G3C that carries 10 rounds. Now I have the Security 9 Compact, carries 10 rounds. So my Shield was just basically sitting around, and I carried the Security 9 and the G3C as my main carry guns. So once again, I don't like guns that sit around. I started talking to a few people. A buddy of mine, his girlfriend had actually just got her permit. She was looking for her first gun. So we worked out a deal. I took care of her. I gave her a great price on the gun. I gave her 3 extra magazines for it that are the extended mags with the pinky rest on them. And I also gave her 2 extra free holsters for it, the inside the waistband and the outside the waistband holster. So I took care of her, gave her a great deal, and I actually took that money and I put it towards my second build. Now in my collection video, I showed you my first build that I did. I went and I did this one. This is my second build. All right. And this one has, the black color fill on it. I have the Cerakoted FDE bottom. That obviously came like that from Aero Precision. The upper is an upper from Bear Creek Arsenal. It's a complete upper that I ordered, and it's a side charging upper. We are clear. This is my second build, and this was more of a quick build, a little budget build for me. I took the money I got from my Shield, I added maybe $200 on top, and I built this. I've ordered the upper completely assembled from Bear Creek Arsenal. Comes with the BCG, the handguard, everything already. Like I said, completely assembled for $200. And I bought the strip lower, the parts kit, put everything on, everything together. I got this whole build within $550. Can't beat it. Any shop that you go to out here in Connecticut, you want something like this off the shelf, you're looking at $1,000 or better off rip. So definitely worth it to me. Took this gun to the range a few times. I love the way it shoots, and I love that side charger. Those of you who watch my other videos, you know I have my other because these aren't ARs in Connecticut. My other firearm has a 7.5-inch barrel with the extended muzzle piece, and it has the side charger on it. In fact, I'll show you real quick because I have it right here. This one has a side charger. And I know people are going to look at it, and I'm going to get some comments down below. People are going to be saying, oh, you can't have a vertical grip on a pistol AR. It's illegal, yada, yada, yada. I had a bunch of comments on my other video. I'm going to be making a video pretty soon explaining the laws out here in Connecticut also. Because, yes, everywhere else, you can't put a vertical grip on a pistol AR. It's a no-no. Out here in Connecticut, that's how you have to have it. That is not considered a pistol AR in Connecticut. It's a other firearm. Anything AR style rifle is a other firearm. This is a other firearm. That is a other firearm. If it's 16-inch barrel, it's a other firearm. They all have to have vertical grips. They all have to have the pistol brace in the back. That's just how it is. Those are the Connecticut laws. But I will make a video getting into the specifics of that. So that's the second gun I acquired since that video. Now my third one, I got those two in November. And then in December, no. Yeah, I think those two in November. And then I got these right here in December. I got this baby right here. I don't know if you can really get a good picture on the color and the lighting. This is my Glock 23 Gen 3. Chambered in 40 cal. Obviously, got some work done to it. This is not the original condition it came in. So, everybody has been telling me, you need a Glock, you need a Glock. You need a Glock in your collection. You're missing a Glock in your collection. I know. Like I said in my prior videos, Glocks are great guns. But, for the money, they're just way too plain looking for me. So, I started my collection by buying guns which were more appealing to me and I thought were worth the money. That you didn't really have to put so much money into it after. This gun, to get it to look like this, takes a few bucks. You can't just walk into the shop and buy a Glock off the counter like this. I mean, you might be able to if you go to certain shops that sell already custom done Glocks, but trust me, you're gonna be breaking the bank. Now, I got a Gen 3. I didn't get a Gen 5. The Gen 3, all Glocks from Gen 1 to Gen 5, pretty much the same damn looking gun. They might have changed a few little specs on it, like removing the finger grooves on some of them. The finish on the slide might be slightly different on some. You know, you have the newer ones that have the serrations on the front, stuff like that. But I already knew I was going to get some work done to it and I wasn't going to keep it original. So why pay an extra 100 and something bucks for the same looking gun if I'm going to change it around anyways? So I saved, I think it was like 130, 140 bucks. Bought this one, still brand new. And before I even got to shoot it, I bought this on a Friday. By Monday, I dropped it off at the shop to get the slide work done. I dropped it off at a shop called Battle Works. It's actually out here locally in Durham, Connecticut. I found them on Instagram. And I actually got a deal. It was during Black Friday weekend. And they had 20% off deal. So I basically got the Cerakote job for free and just paid for the slide work. So they did the front serrations. There's top serrations. I don't know if you can see that. And then obviously they ported the slide itself. And then it was Cerakoted in mil-spec green. And then I bought the aftermarket True Glow Tritium night sights. I had them put them on for me. They put them on free of charge since they were already doing the slide work. Then I bought the Talon grips. I put on the Talon grips. I got the green Olight, the mini Valkyrie. So off rip, before I even shot the gun, I was already into $1,000. So that's why I never got a Glock before, because for that you can go get an MMP for 500 and something bucks, and it out the box already looks twice as good as a Glock, and you don't have to put any extra money into it, as well as a lot of other guns. But that's just my personal opinion. But once again, I'll give you a quick look because I just love the way this Glock looks. I wish you could get a clearer look of the color. That green in the sunlight is just beautiful. That's my Glock 23. Now, my next gun that I got after that was this bad boy right here, the Canik Tp9 Sf. And of course, I did some black color fill. Like always, I can't leave my guns looking factory, I guess you can say. Well, it gives it that pop, especially on the FDE. That black on the FDE just makes it pop. But this color, I love this color right here. It's chambered in 9mm. It's a full-size gun. I actually went to the shop. I went to the shop because I wanted the new Canik Mete, which is an upgraded version of this. They upgraded a few features on it. I think they upgraded the trigger slightly. It comes with a mag well in the bottom that you can add to it. It comes in the case already. It comes with the optic cuts in the top, so you can put on your red dots and stuff. So a few upgrades, but overall, basically, same gun. Price just goes up, and they add a few different features. I really didn't care about the price. I went for the Mete. But when I got there, and I looked in the shelf, I seen this bad boy. And that FDE, I just love that FDE color. I have my two builds that I have the FDE in black in. I have my Beretta that I have in FDE in black. And then when I seen this, I just fell in love with it. And even though it was under the Mete, it wasn't, the latest and greatest version. Like I said, I love the color and I love the look of it, so I had to have it. And I paid $160 less and got a gun that I think looked even better. So I'm not complaining. And anybody that knows the Caniks know they all come with a holster already. So you can't really complain. For the price that you get these guns for, like I said, for this one out the box was $389.99. The Mete with all the bells and whistles is about like $560 for the big full size one. And it comes with holsters, comes with everything. Every single Canik comes with holsters. And they look good and they don't really need any work out of the box. Triggers are great. Everything about the gun is perfectly fine. It's one of the few guns that out the box you can take it ready to shoot, have no issues, have to do no upgrades, no nothing. So that price point, definitely can't go wrong. Definitely not gonna get that with a Glock. Just saying. But those were, all the guns I acquired. And then the last gun that I acquired of the year was right after Christmas. And to me, it's my most special gun because it was kind of a gift, even though it wasn't bought for me, because I don't know about all the other states, but in Connecticut, you can't have somebody else buy a gun for you. You have to be the actual person to purchase the gun for yourself. But the money was given to me and people chipped in for me to purchase the gun. So my mom chipped in, my two sons chipped in because they both work and have jobs. So one of them gave me a gift card, the other one just chipped in, and between the three of them, they basically paid for my last firearm of the year, which I'm truly grateful for, and that makes that gun just that much more special to me, and that one would never leave my collection. And it's my first shotgun, so not only was it a gift between my mom and my kids, but it's my first shotgun, so it's definitely gonna hold a special spot and won't be going anywhere. It will never be traded, it will never be sold. This one will stay with me. If anything, it'll be handed down later on down the road. But yeah, this is my SDS Import pump action shotgun. Can never go wrong with the pump action, always reliable. This one holds 3-inch shells, 1 in the head, 5. Got the extra spot for the shells down here. This is the tactical edition. Got the Picatinny rail up here, so if you want to add a red dot. Got the rail down here, so if you want to add flashlight, lasers. Got a nice ghost ring sight system. Got the pistol grip. And it also came with the actual just pistol grip without the stock that I can swap out on it, which I swapped out. Looks okay, but I'd rather have that shoulder support for when you let it off, because that 12 gauge ain't no joke. It took me a little while to get one because out here in Connecticut, there's not much you can do with shotguns. So, and that's another reason why I don't make too many videos for you guys. I know there's people out there that would like for me to do some range videos and see my guns in action and stuff like that. And I would love to do videos like that for you. But I live in Connecticut. I don't live in one of those free states. Only place I can use my gun out here is at the range. I don't know anybody who has private property or land that I can go and shoot on and have the freedom to do nice videos for you like you see on YouTube, you know, guys, you know, blowing up pumpkins and, you know, the ballistic gels and all that stuff. Those videos are fantastic. I love watching them myself. And if I could do videos like that, trust me, I would do them for you. I would love to do stuff like that. But out here in Connecticut, unfortunately, I'm limited to what I can do when it comes to this gun stuff. The gun ranges out here are extremely strict. Outdoor ranges, there's a few, and most of them require memberships, and they're still strict. The one main outdoor range that's open to the public, which is the one that I used to go to, is Blue Trail Range in Wallingford, and they're a fantastic range. But the only thing is, if you're shooting rifle, even AR style rifles, which in Connecticut are other firearms, even with that type of firearm, you can only shoot from a sitting position and a minimum of 50 yards. So you can't shoot from a standing position. You can't shoot at close range. You have to do more like precision shooting, not sport shooting. So I don't really like it like that. I prefer to go to the indoor range and just, you know, stand up and shoot. I don't like all that sitting shooting. It's too boring for me. Sorry for those people who are into it, but everybody has their thing. But it's a great range. Most of the indoor ranges, they don't allow rifles. 22 is the only type of rifle you would be able to use, or a pistol caliber rifle, you know, anything like 9mm, 45, 40 cal. But rifle is banned in most of the ranges out here. The only one that I know, there might be more that I don't know of. There's one indoor range that I use, which is called Delta Arsenal, and they allow for you to use 223, 556, 300 blackout, and 762 in theirs, right, in their range. Anything bigger you can't use, 308, anything like that, but you can still use at least something. So that's where I go now. But like I said, it's nothing spectacular that I can do besides your regular just shooting down range. Nothing exciting for you guys. And once again, I'm in Connecticut, so we have a 10-round capacity limit. So even if I'm shooting AR style rifle, or if I'm shooting a handgun, doesn't matter what it is, you're gonna see me have to reload after 10 rounds. So it's not that fun. Most of the video is gonna be me reloading 10-round mags instead of shooting. So I don't want to make videos just to bore you guys. And speaking of bore you guys, I'm probably boring you guys right now with all my speaking. I'm done showing my guns. That's what I have. Those were my 5 guns that I finished off the year with. I purchased those 5 guns in the last 2 months. So wrapping up my year with 18 guns total, 14 guns that I actually kept, and 4 that I got rid of. So like I said, those of you who haven't checked out my 2021 gun collection video, you guys can check that out. See which guns you guys missed out on. I have a few nice pieces on there. And I'm definitely going to be adding more. I already have a few lined up in sight that I'm going to get. I'll do a video when I get my first 2022 purchase. Alright, so I'm back, people. I apologize about that. Had to cut the video off real quick. Had a knock at the door and my dogs started going crazy and barking and interrupted the whole flow. So I do apologize. That's what happens when you have 4 dogs. But yeah, like I was saying, I'm gonna be letting you guys go because I have nothing else to show you, and I don't want to keep taking up your time and boring you. So yeah, just keep a lookout. I will be making a video when I do my first purchase of 2022. You guys will be the first to know. And I will be making a video, like I said, on an explanation on what exactly is a CT other or other firearm. Because there is a lot of, there's a lot of confusion out there, and a lot of people aren't aware of the exact rules on it. And when I make my videos, even though I explain it, some people, I guess they don't get it, or they miss certain parts, or people skim through the videos and they just see when I'm holding it up and they think, oh, I'm not compliant or I'm gonna get in trouble. And some people send me messages and try to give me a heads up and warn me, but I guarantee you everything that I have is legit. It's all compliant. I always look up the laws and the rules for my state and try to keep up with everything. I do buy a lot of stuff, so I am on top of everything and make sure I'm all set, because if I get that knock on the door, everything is up to par. I have paperwork for everything. I'm all set. But I do appreciate everybody who does take the time to reach out to me in the comments and give me heads up and warnings. I appreciate you guys looking out. Definitely do appreciate it, But I am on top of it. I promise you that. And I did notice while reviewing my video real quick after cutting it off, a couple of the guns I didn't show you guys in the video that they were clear, but I promise you everything is clear. I always clear out all my guns before I do any video. Make sure always safe. But next time I will stay on it and make sure I show everybody, just so you know, nobody's thinking that I'm pointing you know, loaded guns or anything like that. Even though my room is clear, there's nobody in the house, I'm alone. But you know, it's always better safe than sorry. So you guys enjoy. I appreciate you guys taking out the time once again and checking out my stuff. Love all the comments every time I post a video. Love the feedback. You know, I appreciate the love. Like I said, you know, I didn't start this, you know, to get famous or, you know, get a bunch of followers. Even if I do, that's great. Don't get me wrong. But, you know, I just wanted to show my guns and, you know, share them with you guys, just like other people do. You know, I put a lot of time and money into them, and I just like to show them off. You know, I don't have a lot of people in the gun community that I really deal with out here. I need to, you know, network more with people in the gun community. I don't have many personal friends that are in the gun community, so I share with you guys. And I watch everybody else's videos as well, and I see what everybody else has, and I comment on everybody else's stuff as well. So, you know, it's a nice little community to be in. And yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you guys for showing the love. You know, don't forget to like and subscribe. You know, hit that bell if you want to get a notification when I post stuff, even though I don't post that often, but you will be the first to know if you do. So, like, subscribe, hit that bell, and like always, if you want to see more stuff, more consistent stuff, which may not be videos, but more consistent content on all the stuff that I own, my Instagram page is usually my go-to, as that's where I'm on all the time. It's at the same name, CT Gun Guy 87. Go check it out. That's where I first post when I get any gun, anything. That's my first go-to. So if you want to stay current on everything that has to do with my firearms and stuff, that's where it'll go. So appreciate you guys. Love everybody. Stay safe, y'all. Keep y'all distance. Keep y'all mask on. Get vaccinated. Yada, yada, yada. Whatever you got to do, let's get this stuff over with so we can get back to normal. And let's just stay safe, y'all, all right? Y'all be easy. It's CT Gun Guy here, checking out. I'll see y'all later.